Welcome back everybody. Today I've got a special watch video for us. I have a watch on my wish list, the Zenith Type 20, which is a very ornate styled pilot's watch, which pays homage to the 1920s, I believe. And the thing I love about it is its huge, sort of in-your-face dial, huge hands, huge Arabic numerals, and a really classic, leather style strap. And there's no way that I could currently afford a Zenith Type 20. They retail in Australia for about $9,999. So yeah, don't have 10 grand to spare on a luxury watch at the moment. So in the meantime, to satisfy myself, I did a lot of digging around on eBay, no less, and came up with this. This is the Roskopf patent. Now this brand has quite a few vintage style watches. This model here is called a Spitfire, which you could almost say is a rip-off of a Type 20. Very slightly differs in style, but you could put them side by side or catch a glance of them, and it'd be hard to pick the differences. But let's get this out of the little tin here, and we'll go through it. I'll unpack this little jigger here. So I'm not a fan of quartz watches, but given the price point for this thing here, which I haven't mentioned yet, where including delivery was only 110 Australian dollars, I would have to settle for a quartz watch. And I figure I'm going to be using it every day, and if it gets damaged, so what, 110 bucks is nothing to scoff at if you had to compare that with a $10,000 automatic Swiss-made watch. So anyway, this watch is sporting a genuine leather strap, very similar to the Zenith's original oily nubuck, and this is also rubber backed as well, so that will resist the moisture in the skin and all the sweat and your salts and stuff from leaching into the leather. So that's always a nice touch, even for a budget watch. I've been told that this, because I did send a few emails to the seller, who I believe probably owns this manufacturing or the license to manufacture these watches, and this is a sapphire. Couldn't even get the word out then. This is a sapphire crystal, and it does have a Japanese Miyota movement in there. I'm not sure what model. I didn't bother digging too much further or probing him more. But the dial is just, it's very similar to the Type 20. It's a matte blasted finish. The only difference would be that the Type 20 has sort of a lighter finishing on the inside and darker towards the outside. I'll put an image side by side so you can compare. This features a solid case back with 100 meters water resistance. I will measure this now. I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a 44 millimeter. So let's just have a look there. 45 diameter across that case, which is fairly large. I'm only a small wrist. I'm only, what am I, 165 mil, 16.5 centimeters diameter. So I'll throw that on, and you can see what that looks like on my fairly skinny wrist. Another thing to note too, this big oversized aviator style crown has got a really smooth action to it. Like, I'm not changing the time or anything, but that feels so smooth. They've obviously got gaskets that are well lubricated and everything's well lined up in there. So that feels really nice. That's just another nice mention. Nice to know. These indices are all applied too. They're not just printed. And I will give you a luminous shot too, because these are quite large luminous hands, as you can see, and the numbers are luminous too. I'll get to that shortly, but we've also got a signed pin buckle at the end of our short strap here. Very similar style to the Zenith. Probably not as sharp a finish on the edges of that metal buckle, but who cares? $100. I'll get to this now. Luminous time. 2 seconds. There's a lume shot there. I did just use my ultraviolet light for that. My aircon leak detecting light. As you can see, I mean, as an ultraviolet light, it's pretty intense charging up, but you can see those numbers are starting to fade away fairly quickly. It doesn't compare to anything high quality that you might find on a Swiss watch, that's for sure, or even like a Seiko. I can just reach over in the dark here and see, what's this one here? Oh, this is my Seiko 5. It didn't even get charged up just from the lights before. You can sort of see that. I have that side by side with this one here. So yeah, I'll turn the lights back on and we'll check it for fit. So how does it wear? That's how it wears. 45 millimeters across that case. You can see the lugs there just sort of meeting the edge of my wrist. So I probably wouldn't go any larger than a 45. And it's probably made for someone a little bit bigger than me because I'm on the last adjustment hole on this strap. It's also quite comfortable. It's fairly flat, like having my wrist flat on the bench there. I could happily type away and not be too bothered by the feel of that strap and buckle. Not my typical go-to, as in a quartz watch, but I'm quite happy with it. Tell me what you guys think. Do you think it's a rip-off and it shouldn't exist, or would you buy it as well? Leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.